Welcome to Healthy by Knowledge, the show that makes being healthy easy by showing you how. And I am your host, Zaid Shah. Now, today I'm going to share with you a quick and easy way to make any salad taste great. So what do we need? So all you need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nothing difficult about this salad. Chop it in half. Onions can be quite overpowering, so you might just have that crazy onion breath after the salad. Now this is quite a small onion, it's not massive. Anyway, so the key to this salad here is chopping everything nice and fine. So we're gonna dice our onion to begin with, and then across. So that's our onion diced, nice and finely. Now we're going to be doing the same thing with our tomato. So you can just go right ahead and slice that in half. That's the tomato nice and diced right there. On an average day, how much veg do you actually eat? Really, if you're being honest with yourself. And potatoes don't really count. You want to be maximizing the vegetables like cucumbers, spinach, tomatoes, avocados, carrots, whatever kind of veg you choose, whatever veg you like, but just make sure that you're fitting it in. So now that that's diced, we're gonna stick it into our bowl. We don't need the bottom part of the carrot. Slice your carrot into strips. When you chop veg in different ways, it has a different aesthetic appeal, and quite interestingly enough, I really do think that affects the flavor. And the thing is about salads is there is no cooking time. You're just slicing things up. So, in with the carrot. Grab a green pepper, slice the top off. There's a nice little trick with the pepper. If you don't want to get seeds everywhere, just take the top off, flip upside down, and then you can just slice around it like this, and you'll be cutting into the pepper without cutting into the seeds. So eventually you can actually cut around the whole pepper and not have seeds go everywhere, and you just chuck the seeds in the bin. So that's all we're going to use, about half the pepper. And again, slicing and dicing. It's not only about macronutrients. I mean, obviously we need macronutrients to grow. So we need our fats, we need our carbs, we need our proteins. But it's the micronutrients that really do us a massive favor and really do get our bodies working on an optimum level. Because it's those vitamins and minerals that really do boost our immune system. They help our hormone production and they help us lose weight. So you want to be focusing on vegetables, and that's why if you can make a good salad, these skills are going to stay with you for the rest of your life. Let's just put it this way. If I'm eating a meal and 70% of that meal is made up of vegetables, well then the other 30%, it could be carbohydrates or it could be protein. I could bet that that balance is a good ratio for me to go by if I want to maintain a healthy diet. The more vegetables you have, the healthier it is for you, the more alkaline it is for you. You're going to be alkalizing your body because everything that's gone into this so far has been alkaline. Vegetables, especially the green ones, are highly alkaline, and you want to be eating those. So again, I can't stress how important it is to know how to make a good salad, and this is exactly how you do it. So, chop your spinach up nice and finely. Again, this is all preference, right? But if you haven't got a clue how to make a salad, try it out this way. And I'm pretty sure that if you do make it like this, you are not gonna regret it, and it's gonna motivate you to make more salads in the future. Right, so we've got that in there. And we're gonna grab an avocado. You want to just run your knife through it, and then you just spin the avocado. Your knife stays straight, spin the avocado. And what happens is you usually get a perfect cut like that. To get the pip out, Just do it like that. If you eat avocados in general and people tell you that they got high fat content, well, this is the type of fat that's really good for you. And see, it just pops out. I mean, look at that. You're not mucking about, you're just in there with your spoon, getting that flesh out, not causing a mess. I also like to add some form of cheese. I usually go with some nice feta. It's about 75 grams, maybe 50. Just chop it up into nice little cubes again and place it in the bowl. The sharpness of feta when you have it in with a salad, it's got a nice contrast. Just think of a Greek salad. Pretty tasty and so simple. Again, a Greek salad, very basic, very tasty. Just a few ingredients in there and you're onto a winner. So, here's the focus. So we're gonna go in with a little bit of salt, a teaspoon of salt right there. Sprinkle it all in. About half a teaspoon of pepper right there. Extra virgin olive oil in there. Okay, be a little bit generous. Don't go overboard with the olive oil, but don't be stingy with it. You kind of want everything to be coated in olive oil. Now, I'm gonna add some form of protein in this salad, and I've chosen to add some tuna. I would go with some form of fish. Salmon works really well. If you roast some salmon, tear it up, stick it in there. But if you haven't got the time, then just grab some tinned tuna and in with it, and then mix it up. I guarantee that the next ingredient I'm gonna be adding in will be a game changer for you, because this is exactly how I really came to love eating salads. By adding extra bits and pieces to the salads to find out what works and what doesn't, I finally came across the single ingredient that makes the whole difference, and that's something that I've been cooking back here on the fire. I started this salad, I put it on right before, and it's quinoa. 80 grams of quinoa in here, and I'm gonna put it all in. Mix it all up. And this is why it was so important to cut the vegetables up uniformly, symmetrically, all the same shape and size, not too big, because when it's small, everything blends in. So in each mouthful, you'll be getting a taste of the onion, the carrot, the tomato, the avocado. We're getting that quinoa, that tuna. It's all gonna be blending in, some feta. The olive oil is gonna be coating that stuff. It's just gonna be tasting delicious. And that's how you make it. That's how you make good salads. Now this is one way, obviously. Later on, I'm gonna be showing you different ways, different dressings. The dressing here is just some olive oil, some salt and some pepper, nothing difficult. But that's all you need. Sometimes simplicity is the key. If you have good tasting ingredients, good fresh tasting ingredients, they're gonna be packed full of flavor. So I mean, all you need to do is treat those ingredients right, prep them right, stick them in a nice bowl, get those flavors all blending and combining well together, and then you got a marriage made in heaven right there. Well, that's the salad, that's what it's looking like. But it really is just that simple. You just need to dice the majority of your vegetables up, place them in a bowl, just put some olive oil in there, coat them all, get them nice and coated with the salt, the pepper, the olive oil. Add in your quinoa and your protein, mix it all up and you're good to go. Now honestly, this is the way you can fit in as much veg as you want. It's really simple and you don't even feel like you're eating veg. Because I remember before when I started eating salads, I used to think this is ridiculous because it felt like I was eating air. But when I added the quinoa to it, it finally gave it some consistency, and it was that consistency that really changed the game for me. So if you can figure out how to bind your quinoa with your vegetables so that every time you take a mouthful, it doesn't feel like you're eating air, and that it's flavorsome and tasty and healthy, well then you can't really be going wrong. So I highly recommend you trying this salad. Very simple, only 8 ingredients in this one. Give it a go and let me know what you think.